Hey, I am Michelle Smith. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you are not new here. I just wanted to come on here and share with you all my sinking fund categories. These are the things that I save for on a regular basis, but these are basically for unexpected expenses or non-monthly expenses. So the things that are going to come up, but I don't know when, as well as things that are coming up, I know when, but they're not, things that happen all of the time. First off, let me share with you how I save for my sinking funds. Every single month, once a month, I do want to make it twice a month soon, but I'm still paying down debt. But in the meantime, once a month, I take and I put $159 into an Ally savings account. So I use Ally Bank, which is an online bank. I love them. I used to save for my sinking funds in an app called Capital, but I started having problems with them when I would go to deposit or I'm waiting for a transfer to occur. It wouldn't happen, and I'd have to just like move money around to meet their threshold. And the thing is, I had a dedicated account, a checking account, specifically with funds to transfer to Capital. But Capital was like, well, when we transfer those funds, you're going to be left with less than the $100 that they don't want to overdraw you. So it became a bit problematic for me. And I already had my Ally Bank account anyway, and I used to save for emergencies, and that's sort of like long term, which is kind of a sinking fund also. But I don't consider my emergency fund my sinking fund per se, because it's more long term. So the sinking funds that I'm referring to are more probably shorter term, not necessarily short term, but definitely much shorter than an emergency, like losing a job and needing to pay rent. So I have quite a few sinking funds, and the way I save for them, aside from taking the money out and transferring it to Ally, I have Ally do it automatically once a month. And the categories that I save for, I'm going to look down because I don't remember them all. I just know that I need them all. So my side gig, basically my YouTube channels, my blog, my Etsy shop. I will have some expenses that may come up from time to time, and I want to save for them. So I'll put a little bit of money in that bucket in my Ally account. So my Ally account is one account, but they allow you to create what's called buckets. So whereas, let's say, for example, you have $500 in the account, but you want $100 to go towards Christmas and you want another $200 to go towards subscriptions, you get the picture. It's basically like making a number of accounts within one account, but it's just one account. They call it buckets. I save for summer. I always find that when summertime comes up, I want to do a bunch of things, but if I didn't save money for it, then I can't do them, or I have to use credit, and I don't want to do that. So I have a sinking fund for summer. Then I have subscriptions. These are like my annual BJ's membership fee, my Amazon Prime fee, any kind of subscription that doesn't take place on a monthly basis. Holiday expenses. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, any holiday where I will have some sort of expense, be it for food or for some type of a gift. The only thing I don't include in that really is Christmas. And I know some people would include Christmas in their holiday expenses, but the reason why I don't include Christmas as part of my sinking funds in Ally is I have a Christmas club with my checking, the people who do my checking account. So the credit union, I have a credit union where I pay all of my bills, but then I have a separate account for Christmas. So my next sinking fund bucket is tax payments. We all know tax time comes around every year, and I don't typically owe, but I do have to pay the accountant to do my taxes. Matter of fact, it's tax time now as I'm recording this video, and I just finished getting my taxes done, and I was able to pay for it and not worry about it because I had the money saved in advance. The next sinking fund bucket is anniversary. My anniversary comes around every year, and I like to buy my husband a gift. Birthdays is my next sinking fund. I don't have any set specific birthdays that I'm saving for per se. Sometimes it's my own birthday that I want to spend money on, and sometimes it is for my husband because we almost share a birthday. Mine is January 15th and his is January 16th. So sometimes I want to pitch in and, contribute to our birthday celebration. For my son, when he has his birthday every year, I've been saving. Actually, he had a 21st birthday party that I was saving for 3 years. I literally saved for that birthday party. That was a long-term sinking fund. I'm actually glad it's over because now I can take and reallocate that money towards debt. And the final sinking fund bucket I have is vehicle maintenance and repairs. So oil changes always come up every few months. My van is pretty new, but you never know when something's going to come up. I also have to do a ramp service on my van every 6 months. So I know this is coming up. It costs about $130, $135, something like that. And so I save for it in smaller increments. It's so much easier to meet these unplanned and irregular expenses when you save for them in advance a little at a time. So like, for example, let's say you have a $100 subscription that's coming up once a year. Is it easier to say, just take the $100 when it's due? Typically, you might not have it unless you have a lot of extra income left over after paying bills. Or is it easier to take and spend save like $7, $8, $9, whatever per month to reach what you need to spend for that particular subscription? So much easier to do it that way. And I love saving for sinking funds. I kind of make it a goal of mine to increase the amount of sinking funds that I have. I have a lot of sinking funds, so I'm not able to save for them all at once. Not yet, but that is my goal. What I do is the sinking funds that are coming up within 6 months, I usually focus on those and then I switch gears and focus on the other. I actually just got a raise at work. And so with that raise, that money is going to go towards my sinking funds. Yes, it could go towards debt. Yes, it could go towards savings, regular savings, but I do contribute to my regular savings, my long-term savings account, and I'm continuing to do that. And I do put money towards the debt that's above and beyond the minimum. But I feel like sometimes with the sinking funds, I don't want to feel crunched when it's time to spend money. Like, I just don't. I feel like money is for spending, money is for living. If I save all of it, what fun is that? So I have to have a balance between saving so that I can spend it later and saving for emergencies as well as paying off debt. Right now, I think I'm in a pretty good place. And actually, I have a bonus check that's coming to me at the end of this month. And I am going to use part of that bonus check to cash stuff. And I'm going to use part of that bonus check to pay off debt, and I'm going to use part of that bonus check to put in savings to complete my mini savings account. Before I sign out, let me just say that many of you may have heard of Dave Ramsey, and he recommends that you have a $1,000 baby savings account. Well, I already have that $1,000, but I happen to know that that is not enough. With inflation and with everything that's happening, and please excuse the background, I live near the railroad. $1,000 is just not going to be enough to meet an emergency. I just know it. It's just going to wipe me out, and I might still have to tap into credit. So I was watching a video by Elena from The Organized Money. I'm actually a part of her group coaching program, and she talks about how to determine what your baby emergency fund really should be. And it is different for all of us. So it's a very interesting video. I figured out that my baby emergency fund should be $4,000. And so when I get my bonus check, I will allocate and finish that off, and I will take care of that. And so I can focus on some other priorities. But I will leave a link to her video down in the description box below, because I think everybody should know this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. I know we've been talking a lot about money lately, but in my next video, I'm going to share with you some dinners that I eat because I'm on the ketogenic diet. I have fallen off for a while. I was back on, then I fell off again because my son had his birthday. But back on track again. This whole healthy living thing is a journey. Some people are able to reach their goal in like 2 months. Kudos for them. I am not them. I have my own journey to walk through in this life. And so without that, I'm going now, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful. God bless you.